Article 17 provides data subject a right to request the organization for erasure of their personal data under certain circumstances. In this lecture, we will discuss about Article 17 in detail.
Непорядок. Давай-ка забудем об этом.
As per Article 17.1, data subject can ask the organization to delete their personal data. An organization must do so promptly if any of the following reasons apply. First reason is that data is no longer needed for the purpose it was collected. Second reason is data subject has previously given the consent for the processing but subsequently withdrawn it, and now there is no other legal basis for processing. Third such reason is data subject object to the processing and there are no overriding reasons for continue the processing. Fourth reason is data was processed unlawfully. Fifth reason, there is a legal requirement to delete the data. Other reason, data was collected when data subject was a child for online services. So these are some reasons for which organization need to delete the data if they receive any request from the data subject. As per Article 17.2, if data has been shared with the others by the organization and if organization receives the request for deletion of this data, then apart from deleting the data from their own platform, they should also inform those other parties to remove any links, copies or duplicates of the data. Please note, there are certain exceptions to these rules as mentioned in Article 17.3. The right to erasure does not apply in certain cases such as when the data is needed for freedom of expression and information. Let us understand this with an example. A news website has published an article about a public figure's controversial actions. Now, the request of the individual for removal of the article under right to erasure may not be valid because article serves the public's right to know. Second exception, if there is a legal obligation requiring data processing. For example, a financial institution is required by law to retain customer transaction data for a specific period. If a customer requests erasure of their transaction history, then institute may decline this request due to the legal obligation. Third exception is about public health reasons and scientific research. Fourth exception, for archiving research legal claims processes. Article 17.3 provides different exceptions under which Article 17.1 and Article 17.2 will not apply. Let us now discuss some of the key aspects with respect to Article 17. First one, deletion must be comprehensive and therefore erasure must apply to all the data and data carriers, including data stored on backup media, data available to the contractors, data stored in cloud or employees' private data processing devices. Second aspect, controller need to use available technology to let the other responsible parties know that they should delete any connections, copies or duplicates of the personal data that they have received. Third point, if processing is required for the purposes listed in Article 17.3, that is the exception that we discussed in our earlier slide, then right to erasure and to be forgotten will not apply. Let us now recap some of the important provisions of Article 17 by way of multiple choice questions. Let us discuss the first question. Under what circumstances does the data subject have right to request the erasure of their personal data according to Article 17? Correct answer is option A. That is, when data subject withdraws the consent for processing. Article 17(1) prescribes certain circumstances under which data subject can request to the controller for erasure of their data. Withdrawal of the consent is one of the reasons listed in Article 17(1). Next question. What obligation does the controller have if the data subject requests erasure of their personal data? Correct answer is option B. To erase the personal data without undue delay. This is as per requirement of Article 17(1). What step must the controller take if the personal data has been made available to the other entities for processing and the data subject requests the erasure? Correct answer is option C. That is to inform the other recipients of the data about the erasure request. This is as per requirement of Article 17(2). Next question. You are a data protection officer of HDA. A data subject personal data is necessary for compliance with a legal obligation in union law. Can the controller comply with the request for erasure in this case? Correct answer is option A. Request cannot be processed as this is obligation under union law. So this is requirement as per Article 17(3). That's all for this lecture. Thanks for watching.